Hello everyone, this is White Rabbit. Today I'm gonna do something I never done before, and that is to speak and have an open party while I'm streaming. And today I'm gonna build in my shelter that belongs to this spaceship. I'm gonna show you this spaceship before I start. And I was thinking telling a little about myself and stuff like that while playing. And what's better than doing this season's event while that takes only 5 minutes, and that should be enough for me to explain what I want to do today. So first of all, I have no idea what I'm gonna build, except it's supposed to be a base for my alien spaceship you just saw, like an Earth base on the ground.
The brainwave siphon. The brainwave siphon.
So let's see how that goes.
Excellent. Now relocate to the second siphon. We will need to follow a similar process to make it vulnerable.
So if you guys want to join me in game or in the party or in the chat, okay. Try to make it fast today. This is a little experiment. Give me some comments back on how this is working. Sound level is good, and my microphone and the chat and the game and stuff like that. Give me some feedback on it's possible to understand my thick English accent. Feel free to ask any questions. Bring in some ideas and comments on what to build and how to build and stuff like that. That's always welcome. Try to keep everything nice and clean here. No swearing or bullying and stuff like that. And let's see if, yeah, wow, this is why I love this game.
The defense is progressing smoothly. One more siphon to go.
Alright. So, yeah, this is the Season 8's main event. We are a couple of days already in the third season. 6th of March today. Maybe people have already figured out how to do this. I know some of you guys know what kind of guns and armor I'm using. All my characters have 5 characters. This is my 4th. All my characters have quad Teslas and handmaids. I will explain the reason behind that. There we go.
Your efforts were extremely valuable. Should the invaders attack again, I will more cover.
Right, let's get back to the spaceship and start building. So, actually I call this camp a space cruiser, and you can find out how I build it, and you can get a full walkthrough of this space cruiser on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is D1 White Rabbit, same as my gamer tag. D1 White Rabbit in one word. And I'm trying now to post every Wednesday and Friday a new camp and a new shelter that I built. At this moment I have 25 camps active, and I think pretty close to 44, 45 shelters active. So at this point I actually have to delete camps and shelters in order to build new ones. Let's drop it there. So this camp and shelter is placed pretty close to West Deck. And why here? First of all, the cliff here is pretty tall, so it works pretty well with my floating space cruiser over there. It's pretty way down there, and also over there is where the nuke comes out when people send a nuke from Alpha. And I want to take advantage of that, so the shelter I'm going to build today is going to be the missile silo shelter. So I'm going to try to make an illusion that when people come here and see the nuke coming up over there, it has been sent from here. That's what I'm attempting to do, so we'll see how that goes. Right, we'll go into character here, and I'll go short walk through this camp before we go into the shelter and build. That will take a couple of minutes. Let's see. Space helmet and spacesuit for that. Yeah, so this guy was a little annoying to place, but I figured out he can try to push that meteorite back into the space cruiser there. That was my little idea on that. This camp, by the way, is probably one of the most complicated camps I ever built. I think I built in total 150 camps in Fallout 76. A lot of them was for other people. Let's see how long I played this game now. 6,803 hours. So I'm aiming for 760 atoms. Totally worth 4 years of my life. Alright, so here we have a little mini spaceship there, flying under the space cruiser. There are more of them up here. Parked up here. One of them is under repair. So what I'm going to do in this shelter today is I'm going to continue this style, I think. And so that means there's going to be a lot of glitching in my shelter at the end. I'm not really sure what I'm going to build yet, but then again I never am. So how do I start building a shelter or a camp when I am totally out of ideas? First of all, I look for a location. When it comes to camp, that's a huge part of it. I find a location, then I try to build being inspired by the terrain. And that normally gives me some ideas where I want to go. And then I do what I normally do when I want to build a shelter, and that is I go into my building menu and I look through all my stuff and I try to get inspiration, or I go to Atomic Shop and look at all the stuff there and try to find a theme. So here it's a little more easy because I already have a theme. And I normally also build a lore in all of my camps, or most of my camps at least. So the lore in this camp is that these green men, and there are three sizes of them, are kidnapping human beings, and they are extracting their brains. Here's their brain extractor right here. And then they use the brains to power everything, like everything from vehicles to weapon, machinery, yeah, everything. So they even have a robot that has jetpacks on its leg, run by brain power. So I think they took the term brain power a little too far, to be honest. So yeah, everything is on brain power here. One of the I got a lot of critics for this camp, and that is because people can't find my Red Rocket Mini March, my vending machine. And yeah, I agree. That was kind of the purpose. I didn't build this particular camp for selling. I built it for the aesthetics. So I tried to hide everything I could in here, like the stash box over here and scrap box over here. Everything's built in to kind of blend in and stuff. Over here you can see I have my turbo fertilizer, the snow machine, the ammo converter, water, and the popcorn machine, kind of masked with masks. Grab some of those popcorn. There are the aliens sitting on the Corvega truck using the terminals, so everything is working. I can go into everything here. So I can reach everything. Yeah, here's the medium-sized alien. He's a little sick. He's been infected by one of the creatures they tried to investigate to use the brain for. So see the creature coming out of the stomach there. So his little buddy here is trying to treat him. Down here is my little beehive. So I can reach that. Like a wooden beehive. Beehive doesn't really fit in a spaceship, so that's why I hide it. Same thing with the Robodog, the fetch collectron. It's hidden, so I can reach it from here. Yeah, I'm waiting for a cryo bed. I want to put that in this space in here. Still missing that plan. And here I just built armor workbench and weapons workbench into the throne, the back side of the throne, because I think it looks pretty cool with all these organic things inside the spaceship. So yeah, the pilot seat is also then an organic thing. They run the spaceship with the orb and brain power, of course. So that's the idea. They sit here and use their brain to steer it, or their mind. So yeah, you can see everything here is run by brain power. And even their vehicles over here. Oh yeah, here's some of their pets, the little octopusy space thing. Right, let's take a quick tour on the top, so you can see what it looks like from above, and then we're gonna start building. Right, so that's the spaceship. So that's pretty much the style I want to do now. So yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. But I like it. So whenever I start building a new camp or a shelter, I always try to put up the infrastructure first. With infrastructure, I mean the things that will keep me alive, like food and water. I put up a shop so people can come and shop while I'm building. And because I'm streaming live on a public server, I feel a need to kind of warn people that they might be filmed. So that's why I'm gonna make a little sign here, letting them know that I am streaming. And then just put a shop up here. So, because I'm gonna work in here anyway. So I'm gonna get the infrastructure up first. Spend a couple of minutes on that, and then the build will start. And the first phase of the build will be, what the hell am I gonna build? So I'm gonna put up a lot of stuff out here and see if I get some inspiration. In the meantime, if you have any ideas or comments, please share that in the chat or join the party. And if you're watching this after I finish the stream, the live stream, please comment with any new ideas, because I'm not gonna finish today probably. So any new ideas are most welcome. All right, let's start here. Let's find, so this is the white wallpaper. Yeah. Okay, so we need to do something about the light there to make that a little more white. Let's see. What I'm attempting to do now is to find some lights from, I haven't decided if I'm gonna put it from the above or underneath yet. We will see, maybe just from the side. I'm just looking through to get some ideas. So I built a couple of times before. So I made myself familiar with a lot of the lights here. I think lighting is a very important part of a build, and I try to do the best I can in order to use lighting to kind of direct people in directions I want them to go. Yeah, that was maybe too bright. We will see how that works. I've seen some amazing builds out there that are really good at making lighting, and I'm always impressed when that happens. I normally build all my camps for nighttime, and I encourage people always to turn off their people lights in my camps and shelters to get the best experience. Yeah, this light is way too strong. All right, let's start with texts. See how much that. Light the whole thing up. So in my camps, I have already blueprinted a sign like this, but here's the thing: you can't do that. You can't do blueprinting in shelters, so yeah. There. Let's see. Put a little light here. Yeah, let's move that down there. So to avoid a lot of messages, I'm gonna put up the information here. Alright, so we need another wallpaper or lights for those letters. Let's try soft light. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. This shelter is really hard for me to build in. I really struggle finding ideas and filling this up. What I like about this shelter is that you can turn lights on and off everywhere, and I hope they upgrade all the other shelters to have the same quality. Because sometimes some of those shelters are really hard to build in. It would be a huge advantage for us, if, in my opinion, if we could decide our lights. Like, you start with a completely dark shelter, or as what they did with yeah, that new mine thing, the mine shelter, where when you enter it's already have lights on it, but you can turn them off. Even the players can turn them off, and that is really good. Another thing I miss is it would be really nice if they could make, like, we could decide the qualities of different things. For instance, doors. If you could click on each door as a builder and decide if it automatically lock after you use it, after a couple of seconds, like they do in Conan Exile, for instance, or if it always stay open. And in the control panel here in shelters, it would be really nice if we could have an option of all doors closed at entry or all doors open, and then you could override that by manually go to each of the doors. I would love to see that. Um, a lot of my builder friends and myself included, we try to make an experience for people. And in order to have that ready for the next person, we have to manually go down in our shelters all the time and close and open doors, and yeah, it's a hassle. So yeah, I would love to see Bethesda look into a solution for that. I would say Bethesda is pretty good at listening to players' requests, and they follow up real good so far. A lot of ideas I've been presenting has later come, probably not because of me, but because of a lot of people like myself are actually sending in suggestions, and when they reach a certain amount or they find a really good idea, they actually do it, and real quick too. So I like that. Right, so we're gonna put it on. This information on, so I don't have to answer a lot of messages. When I do live streaming on a public server and people come in and they see I'm streaming, a lot of them want to follow. So they send me messages and I have to respond to that instead of building for you guys. I love it when people send me messages, that's fine, I'm ready for that. But why not make it more simple for everyone? Yeah, you can see the amount of budget these letters takes. We already probably used like 5-6%. So I had a friend recently asking me why do I bother putting this up, and because he know me, I always use everything of my budget. So I was suggesting not to write this and save the budget. But the way I'm thinking is that I know myself. At the end, I always lack budget. There's always a few more things that I had in mind that I want to put in, and then I'm stuck. But in this case, I can just delete these things and I have like almost 10% more budget. So I tried to just turn it into something positive. There we go. Okay, it's not straight, that's fine. I mean, look at me. I'm gonna put my standard outfit up again. Look at me. This is not straight either. I'm missing an ear and my head is dirty. Not so white rabbit anymore. So it's fine. Alright, there we go. So that's the basic infrastructure. I'm gonna put up... Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. So let's see now. Yeah, one thing I do in the beginning... Oh yeah, by the way, this picture is from another camp I have. You can find a walkthrough on that on my YouTube channel. D1 White Rabbit. It's my Grognak army camp number 2. Alright, so The reason why I went outside now is because I want to see exactly where the spawn point is when people enter. And this is what I do with camps as well. Once I found a location, okay, so it's here. Yeah, I think that's fine. So once I find a location, I spawn in 10-15 times. I put up balloons exactly where I'm standing, because there are 3 spawn points for the owner and there are 3 spawn points for players. And then, so I ask my friends to do a couple of spawns, and I mark that with a different type of balloons. And that way I can see where people mostly spawn in and where I mostly spawn in. And you can tweak those main spawn points a little. Yeah, that's pretty much where it was. You can tweak that spawn point a little by moving your camp machine. It's a little advanced how they did that, so I'm thinking I'm gonna make a video of how to decide your spawn points. So what I normally do in camps, I try to make it so I spawn in where my stash and scrap box is and my crafting, so I can do that quick and easy, and also where my symptomatic is and stuff like that, so I can just clean up and get rid of my stuff and get out again. And I want other players to spawn in as close as possible to the rendering machine. Alright, so that's it. Now let's begin. Yeah. So this is gonna be an underground Earth base for those space invaders. So they found this remote location out in the wilderness. They made that entrance upstairs and they digged out this place here, put up the walls and everything here, and they put a nuke and they made like a chamber here where all the flames will be absorbed as this is flying up, I guess, which is a little strange to me because when the rocket actually goes up there, the flames will come out here and burn everything that is here, so there should be like a window or something here to protect the rest of the space. Now I tried that before in another shelter, well, the same shelter on another character, and I couldn't really make a complete glass wall up there because of these rocks. They have made it easier to glitch into these rocks, but it's not enough. So there will be space, so I'm not even gonna attempt putting a glass wall on this platform and up, because I tried it before. So I tried to make it lore friendly. So I need to find a solution. What will happen in reality when that rocket goes up? It's gonna burn everything here. Alright, so that's one thing I need to find a solution to. Any ideas? Please comment. Alright, so let's see what else. So when the aliens go down here, there should be a form of security in case they are gone from the planets and this is empty and Earthlings are breaking in here. There should be some security in this platform here. So I think I'm gonna leave this room on this platform for now and attempt to build a security system here. So that leaves me in this huge area here. And these things. Okay, so I don't want to cover up walls and floors and ceilings because it takes too much of the budget. And I'm gonna do a lot of glitching. I'm gonna build, my idea here is to build a lot of new stuff that looks alien, like up in the space cruiser. So a lot of, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of budget for interior things. All right, so what would happen in here? What would happen in Earth base if I was an alien? And why the hell do I want to build this nuke thing here? How would this nuke thing help me gather brains? So maybe I have to adjust my story a little. Maybe fried brains. Maybe that's how they cook the brains for eating. Maybe they eat it also. And they use nukes to cook them. Then it should be like cooking and eating area here, which would make sense. I mean, they've been traveling through space. They're probably hungry by now. They've probably used all their resources to reach here, and now they capture a few humans, and they extract their they have to extract their brains. I'm gonna check.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Nope. Yeah, okay, some ideas are coming here. So the aliens will park their spaceship, the space cruiser up there. So they're here for one purpose, and that is to gather resources. It's like a filling station, so to speak. They fill up with everything. And their main source is humans. This gives me an idea for another camp, building the space cruiser somewhere else, attacking humans in a town somewhere. I might do that one day in a Fall First custom world, where the budget is larger, and follow up the story there. Right. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So let's see. First of all, we need cooking stations then. Well, actually, first of all, we need humans, right? So they're probably bringing their bodies down here, and I'll see if I can find a way to make it look like they are actually carrying humans. And the first thing that happens is that they will probably put the humans into these tubes here. So that might be in this area. So put a couple. This will also help me regulate the budget, placing out a few things. And yeah, so it must be like a prison down here, where they can process them, and probably, yeah, they will probably have to test them, right? Let's see. So let's say the humans come down in this area. place them somewhere here. Okay, from up here there should be at least one human being transported in by another alien. Should be a pink item. So that's 3, 4, 5. That's the maximum amount. What do we have of other alien species? There's some plants I really want, and one of them is that robot bear stain holder. That would be perfect there. I need to find out how I can get that. This is a cool bed, I love it. Oh yeah, I get an idea. What if they eat through a tube attached to their body? What if they eat through their ass? We need to make like a eating area over here then. So what if we just put up a couple of those? So instead of having tables and chairs, because I want to make this a little special. I don't want this to be like traditional. I want to make it fun with new ways of thinking. And I'm thinking, what if we feed them through their ass? Let's see if we can make that happen. Human brain enema. You can't get it more dark than that, I think. That's I mean, it's Fallout. Fallout is dark humor, right? And yeah, I have to make a menu or something here. So the menu, instead of having different meals like we humans like, the menu must be like, I have to think out of the box here. The menu has to be the yeah, if it's how liquid the food is. So it could be very running or a little chunky or whatever. That should be gross enough. So what I attempt to do with my builds is to make people engaged. That's probably the word I'm looking for. Engaged in a way where they come into the camp or the shelter and they see something that catches their interest and want to make them want to look for more, and then they discover a lot of details that you wouldn't normally look for, because to be honest, most people just want to just find your vending machine and get the hell out of there. So it's I build for the builders, those people that are looking for inspiration and can enjoy the creativity, because probably they're creative people themselves or just like that. So I always try to make my camps in a way where you have to, yeah, you're gonna miss 90% of my build if you don't start looking at details. There's a lot of secrets everywhere, and you really have to make an effort. So the feedback I got so far from people is that they appreciate that because it creates another experience. Okay, there is a way I can snap that in. I'll do that later. Just want to put out the ideas now. I don't have to build it. This is very typical me. I get so into the build. And now, talking for the first time also takes some of my attention. Look at this. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, so we did that, and then so this is where, let's see now. Okay, organize here. So they bring the humans in here. We're gonna make that guy an alien. We bring the humans down here. We lock them up for now. Then they need to be tested, and then they need to be placed into these chambers. I think maybe reserve all of this area for a prison, and then I want to use all the space here. So then they go upstairs in this area. They take them upstairs and then they place them in these tubes here. It would be nice if you had an empty tube. That would be nice. Well, I'm gonna attempt merging one of these tubes into let's see, into this one, the symptomatic. If I can put one of those tubes in there, then I can have one of these symptomatics as the empty one. So my idea here is that the exterior will be the symptomatic, and inside you will see that green stuff. So how can I make that an empty one? Well, I can do what I did before. Oh, we have a visitor there. And that is to simply put this inside to give that illusion of a green background in there. And when I did this before, it was still possible to use the symptomatic when you place it correctly. I'm gonna just give a little example here now. And I'm also, this is this is my fourth character, and to be honest, I haven't done all the main quests, so there's still a few plans I need. So I have to go and ask some friends to bring me a flamethrower trap before I start glitching too much. And that will probably be in my next stream next Sunday. So I'm gonna prepare for that so that we'll be ready. But yeah, that worked up there. So imagine now that symptomatic around the others on the distance, it might work. I mean, it's the best I have right now. I'd love it for you guys to give me some good ideas here. All right, they bring them in, processing them through the security, locking them up. They have to wait here. So I have to play on that feeling of being a human being captured here, not knowing what's going on. And I think to just make their suffering even worse, I have to make it so they can see some of this process going on from where they are captured, just to make the horror even worse. So maybe I should place this. This gives me an idea. Initially I thought about building square jail, but I need to make this special. I need to find a cool way of jailing them. They need to kind of float. I'm wondering, can I... What if I haven't tried this yet. I want to try it. Can I place them inside there? Yeah. All right. Okay, I got something there. That could be a prison. And what if I make that even more secure? Let's see. First of all, we need to have some light in there. And because when you use it, I wonder, can you use it now? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. But okay, so we have the blue light. We need to have some blue light in there then. Let's see, just following some ideas here. Will that glitch through it? Just testing this out. No, interesting. So we're gonna have to use some glitch techniques to place that inside. Oh, there you go. Okay, let me find some power here. And a conduit, so we can spread that electricity into the room. Yeah, I don't want those icicles there to be visible, so but there I can find a way to hide that. But right now it's just placing ideas and then I will put it all together. Alright, let's see. Now this one is too tall. I was thinking making a bar here. Oh. That would be awesome if I could place that in here. Okay, so I need my flamethrower trap for that. Yeah, so this stasis chamber is a new plan. I haven't tested it out yet, so this gives me the opportunity to do that. That's great. I wonder, can I move that one? Okay, So I'm gonna try one more thing and one more little trick here. Sorry. Just testing out a few tricks. So now if I delete that one, I can move this forward. That's maybe too much. Huh. Look at that light there. That's good to know. It makes it blue inside even if it's behind there. Interesting. Alright, let's see if this snaps through the stasis chamber now. It might. Okay, move this a little. Yeah, that's promising. Let's see. That seems to be inside the area of this chamber. Let's try a little out here. I want to try this out. We can go to a piece and it's easier. This is very typical of what I do when I build. There's always new products you can use, and I like to test them out and see the limits. Yeah, that's not bad. Turn it a little. So then in theory, yeah, I can delete that one and keep that. That makes it easier. Then I can actually do the build without the flamethrower. And I'm not even sure if the flamethrower will actually burn down this stasis chamber. I haven't tried that yet. There are typically 3 glitches I use in my camps. The flamethrower trap. I'm gonna make a video of that. Oh, look at that. That worked. Okay, so I've proven the concept. Now it's just a matter of placing 4, 5, 6, 7 of them up here. And you have a gate. And you have a tiny prison. Nice. Okay, good to know. Now, wouldn't it be cool if they were even more secure by floating up under the ceiling, so we can make it so you take the people from... Yeah, you take them down here and you put them in one of these that will stand here on the ground, and then you raise them up by making them float in the air up there. So the ones that are already stored will be up there, and we're gonna have one example here where one of these guys are about to be put in by the aliens. Because up there they will be able to see all the horrors that are in store for them. Yeah, I think we got something here. Oh nice, so if I do it from this side, it actually glitched further down into it, right? Yeah. And now it's hidden. Nice. This turned out to be easier than I thought. Okay. That's so we're gonna make them float. And I kind of need to have like something that makes it float. Initially I was thinking using, I'll show you. First the idea is use something I used in some other camps when I'm building like helicopters and other flying vehicles. I'm not sure if that is the way to go on this one, but we'll see. But it's probably over here, isn't it? Wait. That looks pretty awesome from underneath. If I can glitch something like that inside here, put some lights on that, that could be interesting. And maybe that firelight, yeah, it makes it yellow inside the chamber, so maybe I go for yellow instead of blue then. Let's see what we can do here. Now for some reason I don't have the plans for this one. So that's my little homework until next Sunday. Getting the plan for that. Let's see, but what I was initially thinking here was this one. I think it looks cool. It's funny. It immediately tells the story that yeah, this is actually mechanically floating. It's a machine that is designed to fly and just hang up there. But we're talking about alien technology here, not propulsion through fan blades. So I think I need to come up with a better solution. Some other types of propulsion. Because upstairs on my spaceship, let's go up there real quick. Sorry, space cruiser. I have to be careful calling it a space cruiser because I do have another spaceship. So in order not to mix these things up, I named this the space cruiser. If you want to check out my spaceship, it's in a shelter belonging to my Mandalorian castle camp. And both my Mandalorian castle camp and the spaceship shelter, I made a walkthrough videos of both of them. And you find it on my YouTube channel, D1 White Rabbit. If you want to check it out. So the propulsion here is anti-gravity and alright, so we have a physical propulsion maybe, or maybe that is just like vapor in air from all the heat or whatever from the anti-gravity. So it's not clear what kind of propulsion these aliens have. That gives me the freedom to be creative. There is nothing kind of showing that this is lifted up, so yeah, it's anti-gravity. So I think we're gonna go for anti-gravity. Putting up, but I need something underneath it. Well, everything is run by brain power. So what if I glitch some brains in there? If I put brains like halfway inside there, so it sticks out. And then I put, let's see. No, not there. What about this one? What? I don't have that either. No. Now this is more like it, isn't it? So if I put what? Yeah, that could be like the beam that comes down. So if I put that on the brain and I put those two inside here, so this one is kind of sticking out here, and then we have another one over here. I think that would be pretty cool. But I don't have the plans, so yeah. Okay, one more thing to do the next few days. What about this one? Yeah, I could glitch that through the brain and leave it more or less like that. It's an alternative. Kind of have a UFO shape. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it here as a little reminder right now as an option. Just put it there. That will remind me. Now we have strobe light. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna put those here as well, and then I can compare it. Snap. Okay. Let's not spend too much time on placement today. We're gonna. This is a day for getting the ideas. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now. At least I have a few ideas here. Oh, I wish we could have more mannequins. That would be so cool. 10 would be perfect. But I know how it goes. If I had 10, I would love to have 20. You never get satisfied, do you? It's like with the stash box. In the beginning, I don't. What was it? 150 kilos or something. It was ridiculous. And or maybe it was 500. I don't even remember. It's thousands of hours since. At least, I mean, it was ridiculous, and this was before Fallout first, and we really struggled. So Bethesda expanded it, and I remember thinking about it. We need bigger space there, and then they did it, and I was so happy. And 2 hours later, I had the same problem again. It was completely full, and the same problem again. And then they expanded it, and now we have 1,200 kilos or pounds, and I still have the same problem I had back then. It's already full. It doesn't matter how big it is, it's going to be full. So the problem is not Bethesda. The problem is me as a player, that I'm a hoarder. So the solution is changing my mindset on that. Let's see. Okay. Recap. Captured humans coming in, being processed through security. They're being placed in cryostasis. Which means they are gonna be asleep then. So they won't see the horrors. I want them to see the horrors. Okay, I have to find a way to explain that. And then when the time is ready, they will be... Okay, so there must be like a processing between the prison and this place. So maybe like a cleaning area and testing area, so they know that they are healthy and fine. Then they place them inside this chambers, and then they're gonna extract the brains from there. So that must be over here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, they extract, so they... Well, actually, they should extract them directly from this chamber, shouldn't they? They should just be in this chamber and then extract it. So there should be like tubes coming out. Let me put up that so I remember that. And could put just tubes between them and then go out to like a deposit of brains and brain juice, and that deposit of brain juice kind of refill with tubes, these ones here. And also there, but it's pretty boring having just one tube there. I think I want to make this a little creepy, rearrange these tubes a little, and have single tube from each of them going over here. So there will be like a bunch of tubes everywhere. Now, these conduits takes a lot of budget, but I can always delete that and rearrange that at the end if necessary. But I think that initially I will try to make like at least 4. So if I place them up in this area, kind of spread out a little, gonna build walls and floors and all that later. But right now it's just getting a sense of what I want to do. Yeah, so I think instead of having the tube going around here, I want to make it visible. I think it's more creepy when you have a lot of tubes together. So let's say if we put, let's see what this looks like. Okay. What I could do, no. So I kind of want them to all go into the same point at some end. Let's see. Like they all follow here. Something like that. And then they kind of, let's see now if we can snap that to here. The wrong ones. Oops. Yeah, so when you go up here, you go into this room and you have to kind of walk on those tubes. I want to put them on the floor, so you have to kind of walk on it and make it a little narrow corridor to create that growing feeling that there's something bad going on here. So already when you come down here and see these things, I want to be able to walk up here. So let's put a form of stairs here. Let's see, so you have stairs from this area and up. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go that high at the end. And leave a lot of space underneath here for the flames. So I'm thinking building all of this up in a room that is protected from the flames here. And well, if they're gonna barbecue brains, okay, we need to put this door together. They barbecue the brains by sending a nuke and letting the flames kind of fry the brains over here of the humans. So I need to make some contraptions there holding brains. Now we can use, for that we can use, let's see, yeah, cooking the brains. We have something cool here. Maybe that's other light, isn't it? No, I don't think it's on a light. Let's see what we got here. It's on a... I love that lamp. Huh. Okay, I have an idea. Just got an idea there. Let's see. It's not here, so it must be probably then under floor decor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's under floor decor. What I'm looking for here. Brain in a glass jar. Wait. Yeah. Also a bit of bubbles while I have them. A couple of those. We have another green guy here. Good. Oh, this character is missing so many lines. Get a couple of those done while I'm here. Yeah, so this is also very typical what I do. I look through the... There it is. I look through the... my building stuff, and I put things that I think can fit into the theme. Okay, it's a little too big for that. I was thinking illustrating that this is cooking, and kind of a little overcooked and kind of splash out. I can probably glitch that a little down into that jar later on. No, let's... I'm afraid if I use the light there it will be too strong. I'm gonna check that. Let's see, let's put some lights over here. As long as it doesn't reflect on the walls, I think it could work actually. And I think if I move that glass jar up, partially up there, or maybe it's just fine the way it is. What do you guys think? Leave some comments. Brain glass jar and atomic blast lamp. Is that an idea worth pursuing? Placing in this area here, or maybe downstairs. We'll see. Alright, back to creating a story here. Okay, so we're gonna have a chamber up here. I think maybe we find some cool stash boxes to use for that. Let's see what we got. Oh, I love this machine. I use that so much in my camps, and my shelters. I don't know if I should use it again. I'm gonna place it somewhere just to have it. See what I can do with it. I can completely rebuild it so it doesn't remind anything like that, and maybe use that for something. course. I mean, it's just too obvious. It would be cool that it kind of comes in here. To come together. Maybe like that or something. So just leaving it like that is not going to do for me. I need to kind of make that a lot more interesting. But I think it's a good start. And then just glitch a lot of other stuff into it to make it more interesting. So that's the process, and then it goes from there. Let's see. That's kind of a pump or something that suck out the brains. So, how do you get those thick brains through that tiny little tube? I don't see that as a problem in the lore. The brain is pretty... it can be squeezed with the right pressure. You can push it through the little tube, and I think actually that's funny. So I think I'm gonna go for that. Okay, so I could just connect them together like this. But it's boring. So I'm gonna come up with some better idea on that later. Again, it's just the infrastructure now. Okay, processed through security, captured, and then processed through for cleaning. So we need to have cleaning stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put at least a red shower. Let's see, put that up here somewhere. The symptomatic. Okay. Just have a normal symptomatic up there, or maybe using that one. We'll see. Could put up. I mean, it's after all, it's human, so maybe a normal shower as well. Washing and dryers. That would be fun if I could put a brain in there. They make it so you can see through it. No. It would be fun if they washed the brain. That doesn't really fit with the lore here, because the brain is kind of extracted when they are in there. What if that is a part of this process over here in some way? I think it's funny. So I'm gonna leave it up there for now, and maybe I use it, maybe not. But I think it's funny. It's their... it seems like the aliens are taking things a little too literally. I mean, they're using brain power. And now they're doing brainwashing over here. I like it. I like that. idea. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna make kind of a restaurant look down here. Hey, why don't I use these areas for chambers for getting this feed here? Oh, let me try that. Will it fit? Yeah. Okay. I would like to have it that way, but then you don't see where that tube goes in, and if you put it that way, you don't see the alien. So I think it would be smart to kind of put it here. That also allows me to probably get that tube outside here. Let me try that. Where does that end up? Now we might have a problem with walls here. Yeah, that's pretty close. So one of the reasons why I don't, in this case, start with walls is because of these things like here. If I decide to use these for what do you call it, rooms or whatever here, I will have to build all the walls from these so it fits here. If I started building floors up here, it might not have aligned with this. So I never know that in the beginning, so that's why I just wait building walls until I have the story ready. Okay, that follow? No, it won't. Okay, so I need to pull it out a little. Okay, so there's the yellow line. If I put the wheels there. This is so ridiculous. Yeah, that gives me space. Now there's a lot of empty space here, which is fine. And that allows players to walk around and have a look. But I think maybe I should put something there. It would be nice with an arc or something of some kind. Technical things in here. What if I place this around it? Like I place it, let's say I place it here. Then I place the bed inside here. Yeah, I think that would be pretty nice actually. It's going to take a lot of my resources though. That's fine. Something like that. Well, actually, I think maybe it would be cooler if it kind of sticks out a little. I wonder, can we connect it? Probably not. Yeah. Let's try to get it in a little more. Yeah, that's when the cable, the wiring is messing up. So let's delete that. Move it in a little. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what I had in mind. Kind of halfway into the wall there. But yeah, there we go. That's the problem. Damn. But wait, I did put one of these inside in another shelter, didn't I? How did I do that? I have to go look at that until next Sunday. Can't remember what I did there. A little more. So, thing about doing glitching is that I'm afraid it will make the server unstable, and I don't want to mess up the game for other people or for Bethesda. And the glitches I'm using, I don't know for a fact if they make any problems or not, but I feel it doesn't make any problems, or very little problems. Well, I mean, like unnoticeable problems. And the reason why I feel that is because they've been around forever. Bethesda has been pretty good at deleting making countermeasures to the glitches that really fucked up their servers. So the ones I'm using has been around forever. Okay, so that worked over there. So we're gonna just keep it there for now. As an idea. Now, will I be able to place a table in there? Probably not. I will. Wow, that works actually. Oh, this is cool. But it's floating a little. I can use the flamethrower there to make that not float. Flamethrower trap. Yeah, it's gonna float on top of that no matter what I do. Okay. So, okay, so that's not gonna work. Okay. Yes, it's gonna work. Yeah, that can work. Good. Some nice lights in there. Let's see. Oh, wait. Why don't I just put this there? That gives light. And I can use that probably. Yeah, I can make that happen. Let me try that over here. So let's see. I'll put one of the switches here. So I'm gonna put it on this side. Now there's I don't know if you guys know about this little glitchy thing here. When you put a switch or power conduit or anything in these categories of power connectors on top of something. Let's say I usually use this little tube here, and then I usually put just a simple power conduit on top of it. I leave a corner there so I can grab it from both sides. Now the game at this point see these as two separate objects. That's why I can move this one without the other one following. But when you place it on top of something else, it will snap to it, and at this point when I place it, from now on the game will think about this as one object. So you put it on top of it and then you just move it and place it somewhere else. So I never tried it really on this one, but the principle is the same. I'm putting this switch on the contamination shower and it should in theory follow. Yes, it does. So that allows me to place it where I can reach it over there. So now again the game think the wiring is separate from these two units, which is now regarded as one. So I need to make the game think this wire is also part of this one. And I do that by slightly moving this still within the sight line of that power station there. When I place it, the game should now regard also this wire as a part of here. And we can try that by moving this out of the sight line and see if that wire goes through anything. And it does. So that works pretty well. So now I'm gonna connect those two. And I'm gonna move that a little. And let's see if I can turn that on. No, I can't because, of course, this one requires 30 in electricity and this one only have 12. So, but I can use the same technique to wire them all together and even connect it to a larger power station. So that's not a problem. The problem now is, of course, okay, let me put a snap on there. Yeah, that one is probably going to interfere with the wall there. Let me try again. No, works. Yeah, that works. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that idea.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so they are farming flux probably. Why there? Oh, I see. They probably are they gonna mess up for people? No. I was thinking about the event, but that's over here. So yeah, no, that's probably just flux. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. Will that? Yes, that follows. The tube follows the bed. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, so I think it starts to look like something. I want to put more stuff in here. And I don't know how I can defend a rat shower while they're eating with their ass. I need to make that believable in the story. If you guys have any ideas there, leave a comment. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. But I think it looks better having these guys over here. What do you guys think? But that means a lot of this stuff is going on in this area. We're gonna fill up this area with most of the story, which is gonna leave me with an enormous empty space here. I'm probably gonna use most of my budget on these things over here anyway. So that might create a problem over here. Yeah, I need to get some inspiration and ideas on how to do that. I mean, the options I have, I can either completely try to fill the space. I can make an illusion that the space is filled by placing floating things. Or I can leave it empty and make it look like that is intentional, that there is a purpose for a huge empty room here. That's the options I see right now. I think I would like the last one because I could use that building budget better over here, maybe even underneath. I'm not really sure if I even want to build anything underneath here. To be honest, this would be a better area for frying brains, wouldn't it? And this is what I mean about this shelter. It doesn't make sense that this area is not closed off with windows. Because whatever you have here is going to be burned to dust when this nuclear rocket takes off. And that makes it difficult to make a lore here. So I need to turn that into my advantage. There is gonna be flames coming out there, and that has a purpose inside here. It's like the aliens want those flames for a reason. They want to use it to something, and yeah, I'm thinking cooking brains. But I think, to be honest, that would be better down here. This is where you have the most flames and the most intense heat. So naturally here, the heat would be lower. Now what I could do, I could build some heat shields here. Right. Let's see how that works. Oh, this shelter is so difficult. Let's see now. If I place that here. Maybe some of you actually had success covering this up with walls completely. Then let me know it's possible. Then I will just try everything, and if you can send me a picture or a video or something on how you placed it, that would be very helpful. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, of course. Let's see. something like that. I can always put some glass windows also here. So sorry, the glass walls. But I think this might look pretty cool. We're probably gonna have the same problem I had last time I tried to do something like that. I'll try. I should actually... Okay, let me try something here. Okay, so if I take that one away and I place this one over here. I probably need my flamethrower in order to place this, right? Yeah. Nope. Good to know. That actually worked. Cool. I'll do the same thing here then. Now it seemed like the one I just placed kind of a little higher than the other ones there. I like it. I like it that way. It breaks it up a little. I don't mind at all. I'm so glad this worked. Yeah. All right. We're getting somewhere there. Can I replace this now? Yeah, I think so. Okay, actually, that will work. So, okay, I need to move that one. One thing I really love about this game is that every single day I learn something new. Every single day. Maybe through just experimenting with building like I did right now, or just being in touch with other players. There's so much information, there's so many possibilities in this game, it's incredible. I played, yeah, you saw it, 6,700 hours or something in this game, and there's still, I feel I will never get to know everything, because they release new content and there's new ways to put things together, and there are so many smart and creative and imaginary people out there, always thinking new, thinking out of the box, experimenting, trying, and then they share it. So I think one of the best thing you can do in this game is to have a lot of friends, because everyone have a piece of information, and if you participate in a party with people, and it shouldn't always be the same people. My advice would be have different friends groups. So if you're always hanging around with the same people all the time, yeah, well then that's gonna kind of limit the knowledge. It's gonna be your own. It's gonna be like an echo chamber. So what you need to do is you need to have, if you really want to expand in this game, then I think it would be necessary to have a lot of different friend groups and spend time with all of them, and then share between the groups. That makes sense to me. Right, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, how does this look now? I like it. So I'm gonna have to make it so when you come in here, you will be able to see through all of that. So we're gonna lift all those up to higher levels. I want to be able to see all the way this construction over here, and it still works. It actually makes it look cooler. So that means when the flames from the rocket comes, yes, it's gonna fill this chamber here, and then it's gonna be pushed towards this and up. Of course, when the rocket goes higher, the flames will also come down, but it will not be that intense. So what I could do, I could put another shield here. Yeah, I'll look into that later. So I'm using the center of that wall now to align it. Let's see here. To the green marking of the wall. Move it from there. That should be pretty centered. Let me check the corners there and there. That's good. Okay. Wait, again. I might have another idea too, but let's look into that later. First I want to finish this up. Okay, so in this build I'm talking, as you can hear. I didn't initially wanted to do that. I wanted people to just have this sound and ambience from the game, and if they wanted to have more entertainment, they could put on their own favorite music. That's why I don't put on background music in building videos, because then you have like slight chance that you will like my music. But if you can put your own music on in your own house in the background, then you get it the way you want. So that was my way of thinking. Let's see now. I still need. But I got some requests from players asking me about that. Why don't I talk on my videos? And they would like to see that. So I'm trying, and maybe I'll do more of that in the future. I need some feedback from you guys. Leave a comment on if you would like to see me talking or not. I love this this wall and roof set here. That reminds me, I have to go back to my submarine build where I used the green metal, which was fine back then, but inside the submarine you have wood beams. That doesn't really work. These, however, is actually perfect to have on a submarine. So I should change that out. Let's see if we can cram one more in here. If you want to check out my submarine, that's also on my YouTube channel. I made a little walkthrough there with the green roof right now. YouTube channel is white, no D1 White Rabbit, the same as the game tag here. Space. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let me snap. Roof in here. Come on. Oh, yeah, looking good. Yes. Ah. I think we found a solution on how to cover all this up. How about here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the problem. I started. Okay, wait. Oops. Okay, I'm a little tired of falling down there all the time. Let me put a floor or something there. Just for now. Okay, Doppler. Let's see. Yeah, I need to move this. Yeah, I need to build the wall from the center. Close but no cigar. There we go. So this should work now. Wait. Yeah. It should work. Mm-hmm. Here. Oh, come on now. Yeah, so, yeah, here's the problem. Yeah, that's what I had last time. See if I can move this in. And yeah, you see. You can't place, you can't cover it completely. Well, I can't. If you can, let me know. So I have to make some compromise here. Bethesda, if you ever see this, as a builder, I would really appreciate testing out when you design shelters, testing out that you can actually cover wall to wall with walls and ceilings and stuff like that, because I know you're using this yellow thing here as a marker, and you make it so if you put up floors everywhere here, there will be some space between the original walls and the walls you build. I think I understand why you do it, because you have stuff sticking out like switches and lights and other things. But it would be really nice if we could kind of build things into the original structure here, everywhere. At least a third of a wall inside, or even better, like 2/3. Especially when you do like this. Look here, the stones here really goes in there and in there, so there's bound to be some space somewhere. So in these cases where you don't make like straight walls like over here, we need even more easier building restrictions. I mean, you did a great job here in this this shelter. You can stick things in pretty far in here, but you can see not enough to kind of cover up any holes there. And in this shelter particular, to me that's a problem, because you made a rocket in here. So if you're gonna build a lore friendly or realistic build in here, that's very difficult. But yeah, it is what it is. We just have to adapt to the best out of it and be even more creative. And then share with each other. I'm gonna try making a floating roof there. See if I can make that happen. No. Give me something. Something. Just something. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's gonna be not nice. like this is the best step. Let's try that. How about I make it this way then? Oh, it's not gonna work. I'll have to sleep on that one. See if I can come up with a solution when I'm dreaming. Or maybe in the meantime, you see this video and have the solution. And it's like, hey rabbit, here's what you need to do. And then you tell me and I'll share it with all of you. Yeah. Yeah, so you would think now if I put that halfway in there and I move all of this halfway to the left, I will be able to place another wall here that goes halfway in there, but it doesn't. That's the thing here. So this is the best I can do. I have to live with that opening on the sides. Or else there will be an opening in the middle. So you could always, I mean, I know what you're thinking. You could, why don't you put the walls down here instead? That makes that half circle larger and maybe that is enough. No, I tried that in another shelter and it's the same problem. You can see the rocks are building out a little more here, just moving that problem out there. Same thing over here. So of all the different versions I tried, I tried building closer to the rocket, everywhere here, on this side of these lamps, and in the middle, around this one, it's all the same problem. So building it right there is the one that makes the least holes on the side from what I found. And also it leaves that cool yellow stripe there. So the alternative here is to put some other stuff around here to kind of hide that opening, or to limit access for players to go to the sites where they can actually see it. And that's how I sold it in my other shelters. As long as you walk here, it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna stick with that. Now the new alien walls also have a yellow stripe, and I think maybe I should consider using them too. I didn't like them too much. I have to say I like these walls better. But I'll try that out in my next stream, part number 2, where I'm gonna start building up. I'm probably gonna start building up the rooms here, putting up floors and stairs and walls and ceilings. And I'm thinking keeping these type of walls and also adding glass walls. Now I just for fun, let's see what that looks like here. If I put that on top of here, just for fun. Will it snap there? No. I have to burn. If I burn that previous wall with the flamethrower trap, I might be able to place another glass wall in between. So I'll do that next time. So just for now, I'm gonna just leave this here to remind me I need to check that out next time. Yeah, let me show you what I mean here. You see, there will be an opening there on that side too. So it doesn't really matter what I do here. You can't. Well, I couldn't find a way to fill that up. I think this looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Is this working? One thing I like about these windows is that without even being powered, they kind of give this green light. And when I build the Star Cruiser upstairs, that's kind of what I went for at the end. Black and green as theme colors. I think that's, for me, that tells Alien the most of all the different material and color choices that I know. I've seen a lot of people building all sort of spaceships, and there's some really cool versions that really stands out with completely different materials and light. But still, my personal choice is green and black. I like that. I like it. How is that? How does that look from over here? Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, why don't I just, cover everything with glass up there? Well, it's gonna be really hard to see that rocket then. Let me try put in a couple more to show what I mean there. I tried that before and it kind of takes away. Oh, I have to align this better, but this is just test anyway. And you see, you have that glass, the problem up there. Ugh. How cool would it be if they gave us walls that were like cut vertically in the middle there, so you have half walls, not horizontal but vertically. And how cool would it be if they gave us triangle shape floors, so we could put those half walls on and then make better round towers and stuff like that, so we don't have to do all this glitching outside. If you guys ever played Conan Exile, they have a form of pie shape or triangle shape. Actually, I like this. Foundations. So it's not like half the size of a wall. It's, I would say, like 40%. So you kind of have to make round floors or towers. It's a little advanced, but it opens up for so much more possibilities. Incredible. I would love to see Bethesda consider adding something like that. Actually, I like this. Well, if I do this, for sure, when you enter, it's not obvious that there is a rocket. I mean, most players have already this shelter and they know there's a rocket. But that's not the point. The point is the kind of image I want people to have the moment they come into a new shelter. I want to kind of bang, this is what's going on. And then, so that will be the first impression when I build a shelter, and then I put out lights and details to kind of direct them in a certain way so they can kind of follow the story, like going here and, you know. So I'm using objects and lights to capture their attention, and then making it interesting for people to go where I would prefer them to go, but still allowing them the choices of not going there. And the reason for that is then in my head it will be more pleasurable for people to have an experience, because the more they feel they make their own choices, the more they feel they are in control, and they will also feel that it's yeah, the experience will be better. Oh, come on. Oh my god, this is plays so shitty. Okay. I was thinking using the other wall here now. Okay, that does it. I'm gonna build some floor to walk on up there for the next level there. So I'm sure most of you already know, but I'm telling it anyway. You can move this up and down by pressing A, and then use your, so now I'm holding A and I'm using my left stick to go back and forth, and right upper bumper to go down, left upper bumper to go up. And then I use my left trigger and right trigger to rotate, all the time holding the A key in. Now I released A key so it can snap in easier. It will still snap in if you have the A key held in, but it seems like you don't have to be that close. So I'll try now by holding the key. You see, now it's snapped in. Okay, so what is this looking like now? Massive. But I like it. Okay, one more layer. For that, I'm gonna place some floors to walk on. Okay, so the next level here, I can either go for... Well, I'm definitely not gonna use glass windows there. So if anything, I'm gonna use these. But I might just go with roofs instead. Maybe try this first, and then and also put a roof on it if it's possible. I don't think so. It would be awesome if it was possible. Let's see. Roof, come on. I think maybe. Yes. Cool. Okay, so now I have to find the right angle. So I have to build it on that side first, and then build one on this side. Let's see what angle that have. That was wrong. So it needs to be tilted a little to that side, okay? So this way, I think. This time I'm actually gonna check. Yeah, it's fine enough. So let's see, it's gonna be this way. Let's change that back to a full flat roof. See if I can get it up there. And if I change that now to, yeah, that was the wrong way. That's fine, I can turn it around. And then it should go up, and it's, wow, that's cool. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I have to see that. I have to see that first. Okay, so that doesn't show that ceiling. So I should, no, wait, what if I build the rooms up there? How will that look from this angle? I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I mean, I like it from this angle, it's perfect. But you're not going to see that from any angle. It's a waste. So I'm going to take it away. And I'm going to try instead putting this down there. Hopefully it snaps, that would be great. Of course, only on that side. So I have to put another floor, sorry, ceiling, sorry, floor, roof in. Okay, time for a little Red Bull. Thank you. Need energy for my brain. And I start messing up like this. Okay. First, yeah, let's work here. And then I need to put up roof. Okay, so that one is Y. Oh yeah, that's the wall that was the other way. Yeah. Okay. No. In my mind, I probably don't need to put anything up here. I don't think that's going to be visible. I think this color here is going to blend in with the ceiling there, so there's no need for me to put any walls there. People will not be able to get up here and see that there is actually a hole here. So I think we're going to leave it that way for now and see what happens. Let's see if we can... Wait. So... because I build for giving people an experience, I am willing to compromise sometimes with... oh, okay. Let's go this way. So, you know, don't have it completely realistic. It's like when you make a movie, you have movie sets. So you get a really good feeling that you're walking, you know, that the actors are actually walking in a realistic city. But it's like half of the background is cardboard, or in this case, CGI. So it's all fake, but they're willing to do that because they want to give you a good experience. And that's pretty much my take on my camp builds as well. So I don't have any problem faking it sometimes. Let's see. And then create a better experience for people. This is a little tricky here. Oh. My space cruiser is a very good example of that. It's probably the camp where I cheated most. And the reason for that was because first of all, it's built outside of a cliff, which means you only have half of the building area. So there was a limit to how much space I had to work on. How is that looking? Okay, well, yeah, that could be good enough, actually. So what on the outer side of the space cruiser, on the left side of the space cruiser, a lot of the stuff I have inside is glitching through the walls and sticking out, and it looks awful. But because I built it that high up, there's really no angle where you can see it. So the things that I put inside my space cruiser that needed to be sticking out through the walls, I placed that on that side. On the other side, I placed the other things. So it was like a half solution, but it looks really clean at the end. It looks like the spaceship is really clean, but in reality, from the angle you can't see, it's just a mess. Oh, this is okay. I'll have to do it differently here then. This way. There we go. Even though I would love to have everything like realistic from all angles, it is more important for me the experience people have when they come. And yes, a lot of the people that will find joy in my camps are people that will look around and they will find that that cheating, and that will take the experience down. So I'm putting a lot of effort to kind of make it difficult to discover the cheats, in order not for people's experience to be ruined, so to speak. Let's see if I will lucky with. No, I wasn't. Should have checked that first. No problem. Turn it around. I think this actually could work. I'm excited to see what it looks like from over there. Wait, I can lift this up a little. Alright. There we go. And actually, it doesn't matter if they're not the same height. I like it. It's it makes it a little more interesting. Having some more structures, and then I can play with the shadows a little there. Later, gonna put lights on everywhere. Yep. And then the last one. Yeah, I like it. So if I'm right, from downstairs, either inside or outside here, you won't even notice that there's a space here up to there. I mean, I'm sure I could put some half walls there, and that will reach up there, but I don't think it's necessary. And if I can save that budget, I can make some more cool stuff instead. So I'm gonna leave it like that just for now. And go and have a look. I'll take this down. There we go. So this is where, okay, so they come in from this direction. Yeah, you see, you can't even see it. You can't even see the ceiling, sorry, the roof up there. But from up here you can see it, right? Yeah, you can notice it. Now I'm gonna go a little higher. No, this is probably where... Even up here, I don't think people will notice that there's a space there. I think this will be looking good enough. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I might try one more thing. I just got an idea here. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this a little more interesting by changing. Guess what I'm gonna do? Changing this. I'm gonna try that first, changing all of them. On the top first, and then I might play with some shapes here, making like a kind of form of a skull or something, I don't know. Or whatever. Oops. Oh yeah, that's the... Okay, that one. Can I turn it now, or is it too late? Come on, come on. Okay, close enough. Okay. It looks better, but I'm still not there. There's still something is needed there, and that is... I need to change that one, and I need to change this one. I think that's good. Yeah, I have to think about that. Not happy. Actually, I think all glass is better. Let me know what do you think. Put some comments in here, and I'm gonna go and have a little break and eat, and I'll be back and stream second part today in a few hours or something like that. So hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care.